Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Liberty Falls, the zombies map that everyone is so excited for with Black Ops 6 because it looks so fantastic. It looks just like an old school zombies map. No, it doesn't, actually. Liberty Falls, the trailer was pretty fantastic, but when we saw the gameplay at COD Next, it got blasted with hate by zombies fans, man. The general consensus was, this isn't even zombies. This looks like Warzone. The town, it's quaint, it's 90s themed and whatever, but it has no real soul. There's no color to this really whatsoever. There's nothing here to make this feel like zombies, and in a lot of ways, it looked like you were in the level 1 areas of Urzikstan, where you're just running around generic buildings, shooting at zombies that come out of nowhere, and again, it's just the Warzone homogenation of zombies, which is the exact opposite of what fans want from zombies in a Black Ops game. Well, thankfully, it seems like now Treyarch is backpedaling when it comes to Liberty Falls, because during their podcast, they basically said they're fixing Liberty Falls. They initially started off by saying that the Liberty Falls that we saw at Call of Duty Next was a work in progress, and that it was never going to launch the way that we saw it during COD Next, but I think that's only half true. Of course, the map wasn't completely finished, but it was probably pretty close, just like the multiplayer maps that we saw during the beta. They, however, are claiming that it was always planned for them to continue updating the map and give it more of a zombies feel, but I think the truth is somewhere in the middle, where they actually were going to launch the map the way that it was, mostly, but then they saw all the negative feedback coming from the community, and they decided they better start making some changes quickly because people were pissed when they saw this gameplay. Were they going to add some things before launch? Sure, but I think the majority of changes that they're making are a direct result of community feedback, which is why that feedback is so important. It's essential to the development process, and without fans giving Treyarch feedback, who knows where we would be. It just happens every single year when there's a beta, when there's a reveal, when there's an event like Call of Duty Next. There are so many people trying to defend Activision and the COD studios like they themselves are the ones working on the game. They act like every bit of feedback is just negative for the sake of being negative, and there's nothing constructive there, whereas the reality is, I feel like the majority of us give our feedback because we care about the game, we want it to be as good as possible, and we give our feedback, sometimes in a brutally honest way, but when that happens, that feedback gets seen and potentially gets acted upon, and that's what's happening with Black Ops 6 Zombies. So I'm very happy to say that Liberty Falls, according to Treyarch, has undergone visual updates to change the look and the feel of the map to be a bit moodier and feel a bit more like a zombies map, and they also claim that there are atmospheric elements of the map that were not present at Call of Duty Next that will be there at launch, and very importantly, they are working on the HUD as well. I think this is something that is really underestimated when it comes to video games. The HUD that we see here in this Call of Duty Next footage just looks like Warzone. There is no soul. There is nothing here that signifies zombies at all, and honestly, it just needs a complete overhaul. On top of that, I hope there are options to remove things like health bars and numbers, because for a lot of players, that takes away from the zombies experience rather than adding to it, but still, leave the option there. If people want health bars and numbers in their game, that's fine, just give us the option to turn it off. When it comes to the HUD, they just need to make it unique again. What we're going to go ahead and do here is just check out the evolution of the zombies UI, and it's something that's so small, it's so simple, it's literally just PNG images on your screen, but they add so much to the experience. Every game felt unique, you felt like you were playing zombies, as compared to, once again, what we saw at Call of Duty Next, which was so generic and lifeless and disappointing to see. I hope that the changes to Liberty Falls will make the map look and feel better for COD fans. Treyarch did confirm that this map was meant to be more of a side map, a smaller, almost more casual map as compared to Terminus, which they claim is going to be one of the biggest zombies maps they've ever made, and they believe a lot of hardcore fans are going to love it. That map does look fantastic based on what we've learned about it so far. I'm pretty excited to play it myself, but a big selling point for zombies fans was the fact that they marketed 2 zombies maps at launch, and with the other map being Liberty Falls, which is this soulless looking area right here, it's understandable why COD fans were upset. I personally am all for a smaller, less intense zombies map with what will probably be a pretty simple Easter egg, just because it's more content. It's another place for you to grind zombies camos, level up your guns, and just chill out with your friends, or even just chill out solo. It's always good to have more content. That's never a bad thing. But what we saw at Call of Duty Next did the exact opposite of what Treyarch wanted. They had hoped that they would hype up the COD community by showing us early zombies gameplay, but rather it made a lot of fans lose almost all their excitement for Black Ops 6 Zombies. I also think that this kind of reveal was never going to work. Zombies is not zombies in an environment like this. It's a bright town, which which I suppose I can't even call it bright. I mean, like, it's sunny, I suppose, but it's almost devoid of all personality and color. It's got a Warzone heads-up display. We have face cams of people that you might not have ever heard of, and Call of Duty branding everywhere, and Activision PR people making small talk over everything. It was a terrible, terrible way to reveal and show off a map. I would not be surprised whatsoever if this was the last time they would ever reveal anything zombies related in this way, which in the end, I suppose, is a good thing. What's also a good thing is Treyarch seemingly has learned from this whole process, and we, as the fans of the game, are going to get a better product as a result. We don't know exactly how Liberty Falls is going to look and feel during the full launch of the game, but hopefully they changed up a good amount of it because fans were not happy when this was officially revealed. They did claim that we're going to learn more about Liberty Falls as well as the rest of Black Ops 6 Zombies soon, so hopefully there's going to be some good news to come. I do know a lot of fans are wanting a proper classic mode, which would return zombies to how it was in Black Ops 3 and before, with a classic point system. You start with a pistol, there are no loadouts, no crafting tables to make kill streaks or anything like that, just good old-fashioned classic Treyarch zombies, and apparently there was something in the game files that referenced that, but I don't think we know too much about it, or at the very least, I don't know too much about it, so I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what Treyarch has in store for us. They did go ahead and let us know that we will be getting another round-based zombies map before the end of the year, so we're going to have Terminus as well as Liberty Falls at launch, and then before 2025, we're going to be getting a third round-based zombies map, and they also claimed that there is more support for in-game events in zombies than what they had in previous years, which is also pretty good news. For me personally, I really enjoyed the haunting event that we had back during Black Ops Cold War. Of course, Cold War was kind of the blueprint for Black Ops 6 Zombies, but the event itself was fun. Having the jack-o'-lanterns being there, being able to pack a bunch of weapons up really quickly, being able to level up your guns very fast, as well as get your zombies camos quickly. It was actually a pretty fun and interesting event. Definitely fit the entire Halloween theme, and apparently they're going to be having a lot more events like that with Black Ops 6, which will be good. But we also learned that unlike in Modern Warfare 3, we're not going to be having a bunch of those weekly challenges anymore, which is also something that people enjoyed about zombies in Modern Warfare 3. So overall, we're just going to have to wait and see how things are going to play out and exactly how Treyarch is going to be responding to all this community feedback. Once again, they did say that we're going to be getting more updates before launch. They said before launch, so hopefully that's going to be coming in the relatively near future. Hopefully they don't make us wait until like the day before the game comes out. But I am curious to see if Liberty Falls is going to be a lot different as compared to what we saw during Call of Duty Next. I did see somebody say when the map was first launched that what they should have done is make it so maybe you start off during the day or maybe mid-afternoon, but then as you go on throughout the rounds, the time of day changes, and as you get closer to night, things start changing within the town, the sky changes completely, the zombies maybe behave differently, different areas of the map are unlocked, or maybe different things are accessible at nighttime, you know, that kind of a thing. It would have been a really cool idea, but instead, we basically just got Warzone the Zombies map, which a lot of fans were not happy about, so hopefully Treyarch has things figured out. Hopefully the launch of the game is going to go smoothly, but as always, I'll be here with you guys every step of the way as we learn more and as more information comes out. So be sure to subscribe if you guys are new around here. I'm going to be wrapping up this video here today and passing the question off to you guys. What did you think of Liberty Falls, and what do you think of the supposed changes that Treyarch are making? Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.